Other four chess in some ADC our court aye butu pan concerning the appointment of the new Chief Justice. Mwamu ni mse po bafuboni. Onu enobi ahwe ni mse obabeye the new Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Other four sisi ano nensem no aye deja chess the vetting aye deja because Mubeka say aye get to tokonu ye former Chief Justice no wa file case tin pan edi tiano say the processes na ebe faso edi appointing no yen hold on because of the case akwakopi mu court odofo sisi amene okasa no yenim say ebe veti aye the appointed Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana pobafo bon ebe veti no si yen veti no odofo ensem no aye de jasi amene okasa no meeting kase pan koso over the appointment of the new Chief Justice for Bafubon odofo yenim se vet ni po be koso anase enkoso because sisi anu ya ma many case our court I was some dealing with that particular case afen so no I was say so appointing the new Chief Justice for Bafubon odofo sansem wenyina ayedeja wo court a obi aka ho asema sisi amena okasa ni meeting kase pan na ekoso in relation to the new appointment of Chief Justice odofo umenko ni ekoje sansem wenyina enchiremu ni emragisi e Ghanatube so.
Now, the Appointments Committee of Parliament is this afternoon meeting to consider and agree on modalities to guide the vetting of Chief Justice nominee, Justice Paul Bafuboni. The Speaker of Parliament referred the nomination to the committee on Tuesday when the House resumed sitting. This was despite fresh applications by the former Chief Justice, Gertrude Tokonu, who is praying the High Court to stay the hand of Parliament in considering the President's nomination for the position. I'll take you live to the legislature and find out how far this is at this time. Christian Yale is a reporter on the ground. Christian, good afternoon to you. What can you report from Parliament, particularly to do with the meeting of the Appointments Committee?
It is one that is going to be very interesting to watch, also because we know the minority side on the appointment committee, especially the ranking who happens to be the minority leader, Alexander Seyomakin, has always held the view that the Parliament committee did not do a good job and has treated the former CJ unfairly. Even yesterday, during that engagement with the media, he reiterated that point and made some strong claims against the committee. And so we look forward to how this deliberation by the appointment committee is going to be. It's one that involves largely the members of the committee from both sides to consider the nomination of Justice Paul Bafuboni. What it means is that this preliminary meeting is more or less going to set the grounds or set the tone, after which later in the month or in the week we would have the appointment committee formally communicate a day and the time for the actual vetting of the new CJ, which is one that is already being contested in court. And so we look forward to how the minority side on the appointment committee would argue their case, or the kind of reservations or issues they might probably raise during this preliminary meeting that is coming up in some few minutes.
And Christian, to be clear, the acting Chief Justice will not be at this preliminary meeting.
That is one that we don't know exactly, but our understanding from engaging some members of the committee is that it is one that should be largely made up of just the committee members to just consider the nomination and also look at some of the issues that might have been presented to them concerning the nomination of Justice Paul Bafuboni as the Chief Justice. And so they are going to have this preliminary meeting to consider all of those cases probably that might have come before them, and then they would further look at the possible way forward concerning his nomination, and then report back to the House on the date that they would consider. But already, just like I always earlier mentioned, the minority side is of the view that if any decision must be taken on the vetting, then that should be after the High Court or even the ECOWAS Court has decided on the pending cases that are before these respective courts concerning the removal of the former Chief Justice and the appointment of the new one.
Well, Christian.
Iyodofo, send an yamasi kono, ye be cancel, papa, Paul Bafuboni, Justice Paul Bafuboni, as Siano, Yeshu Elimsewa Baye, the appointed Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Odofo, ye be cancel the appointment na, we are some sebea, abeto Joe Bia can wasem, Sisi Ameno Casano, ye be cancel the appointment na, because in summer course no janoshi. Yes, see, ye mame get to tokonu former Chief Justice. Ni cases ni nyina na odi abeto ni nyina yes appointment committee and I say vetting committee no omo betinas ahwe ye mame ni cases ni nyina na che say ansana omo be consider say eye Paul Bafuboni no eye the new Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana no ye be hwe say the vetting no abeba so anase maso yes ye mame ni cases na so far wa file ni nyina afianse eba betinas ECOWAS je na adi nyina no afianse eba betinas nya hwe ni nyina ansana yiwe a ya ba bontin e de ye papa the nomination no ni official date aba beto abontin say asumpo ye be vetting no anase ye vetting no fo when e breaking news aba beto dwa me so be gidi nyina bro e wo Ghanatube ye papa Paul Bafuboni ni appointment as new Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana no ye be cancel no anase ye cancel no fo umenko ye ntu ansem so ba isi Ghanatube so.
So yesterday was a very very eventful day in Parliament. What are we to expect today besides this meeting?
All right, so today basically there are going to be a number of papers that will be laid by some of the ministers. There are a number of petitions as well from one actually from the Onion Drivers and Transporters Association about some charges that they are raising concerns against. And then after that, the local government and chieftaincy and religious affairs minister would have a number of audit statements that he would lay before the House. Largely, this is going to be the order of the day. But coming here, as always, you can never predict how exactly things are going to turn out to be. Like yesterday when we unexpectedly had that debate ensue concerning the reintroduced anti-LGBTQ bill. So we look forward to some of these surprises that may come on the floor. But largely, this is the budget meeting, and the House still awaits the finance minister to formally communicate to the House the date that he would propose to deliver or to present the 2026 budget, which already you have the finance committee, the economic committee, and other relevant committees already holding meetings to consider and to put or to make final inputs into the document to be presented by the finance minister.
Very well, Christian. Christian Yale is our Parliamentary Affairs correspondent. Now we'll head to the courts where the criminal trial of former National Signals Bureau Director Ghanatube and his wife Angela Boateng continue as prosecution's first witness is expected to submit her evidence in chief. The first witness, Ruby Edumwa, is the Director of Finance at the National Signals Bureau. Ghanatube and his wife Angela are
Adolfo, when you breaking news about to do, I'm so beginning in our bro. I will Ghanatube. I'm if you so like it. Now, subscribe and share my notification board so I might say the bear. I bring you a BB of content. Say, I woo, what an attempt, watch me to mother for aha, and I'm in 7 in a BC or Ghanatube. So, Macramunina, Madame Munina,